Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, there are so many storylines leading into this game today. Alabama wants redemption after an embarrassing performance in the Rose Bowl against Indiana last year. The Hoosiers revamped after that national championship run. Who will showcase that they are the team to beat here early in this 2026 season? Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Hoosiers kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Lets it fly. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Indiana! A pick six!
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick six.
And he puts through the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
It's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Throwing Russell. Oh, they're after him. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
Really nice job by the defense there, expecting run on that play, making the tackle, and now giving yourself a chance to get off the field.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield behind the defense.
Snags it, and he's open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And, you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys they've recruited who have waited their turn.
Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Bama!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The run inside. It's Beebe. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. They won their first national championship last year, something I know many in the fan base thought would never happen. And now, also for the first time, they're the hunted. How do you handle that over the course of the season?
You got to raise your sense of urgency, no question about it, David. Every day this offseason has felt like a celebration on campus for their fans. Winning that title a year ago, but now you've got to know you've got the target on your back.
I get that. I understand that. But if you're a fan, keep celebrating, baby, because you got your first natty, man. It's fantastic. Whatever happens this year, who cares? You got a ring. You were the Kings.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hoover. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Lets it fly. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Such a nice job at pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fellow a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from.
Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Indiana!
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Coming out with it, it's Scott. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a gap, it's Hill. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Pulls it on the option. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Russell from the gun on third down. Looking left. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Here comes the heat. Gets away from one. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David. Breaks into the open. Busts through behind his pad. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Buys a little time. He throws one to the left. Wide open, he makes the catch. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Keelan Russell. Makes the grab, it's Rodgers. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
He caught it! Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd and goal, you can't just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
His defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hendy were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have 2 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
And the Hoosiers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Pulls it in, it's Beebe. Could not make his way to the corner.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And man, those sting, man. The 3rd down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fires to the wideout. Grabs it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to...
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Russell. Stepping to the right. Gets rid of it. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
So now it's second and long. Send the tight end in motion. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Quarterback adapting. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Got his man. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Throwing Russell. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
Escapes the pressure to his right. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Sooners coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Yeah, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. He might want another play. Running inside. It's Richard. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. And the Hoosiers want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The defense set them up with a turnover and now to try to cash it in. Keelan Russell rushes on him. He'll pull it down and run. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're
unleashes one deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown tie. For some guys, that play would be tough. It might be complicated. It might be impossible. For these guys, just another day of playing catch.
Find that guy, right? If something goes wrong, if I get confused, if I don't know where to go, my guy out there, that dude's really, really good. So if he's running a fade, whatever he's running, I'm going to throw him the football. If I don't have a clue what I'm doing, that guy's getting it.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Man, if he doesn't drop it, there's 2 picks and 2 consecutive drives. He was in a great position to make another play, just couldn't secure the catch.
To the air. It's Hoover. Makes the catch. It's Preston. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other way.
Offense still out there lining up quickly on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right. And
there he goes.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Russell. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And that one will put him up here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Slings it downfield. Finds his man. It's Marsh. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this moment.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Touchdown, Hoosiers! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The run inside. It's Hill. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Right back to it. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Throwing Russell. Going downfield for the big play. intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And that is where defensive ends make their money, by getting to the quarterback and knocking him down.
Dang, Skippy. That's what you want to be. You want to be a double-digit sack guy. You want to be a guy that puts pressure on the quarterback. Playing the run is fun, but I want to get quarterbacks, and I want to make their life hard.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first...
They'll have a first down here, a week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. They'll run it from the gun. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback now breaking the field. Bought a little time, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And after that incompletion on third and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Russell. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to find his man in the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They take over, holding this slim lead, and a drive right here sure would be nice.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Motion from the wideout. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff. And obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another day.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. He rifles one deep down the right side. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Hoosiers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Looking for space. It's Beebe. Can't get him to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Now the play fake. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! Still a one-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jenkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Keelan Russell unloads it left. Just beats his man to the football. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
They get a huge play offensively, and now in this 2-minute situation, you got to think about clock management, right? When are we spiking the ball? We got to be throwing to the sidelines, get guys out of bounds, save some clock.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. after the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. He's taking a deep shot. Goes high to pull it in. Turning it on. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Russell throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
And he hauls it in the end zone for the touchdown. All tied up, and now the kicker can win it.
Man, how about the execution by this offense? Taking almost all of the clock, tying this football game, and now get that kicker loose. No pressure at all. Go kick that thing to the uprights, and you get the big W.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Throws for the tight end. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football game.
Complete to the left. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.